Hello, my friends. John Eagle Freedom here. Our topic of discussion today is about liquid meat, milk. Liquid meat. Let's go back a few years. Everyone knows Oprah. She has a TV show. There's a friend of mine, Howard Lehman, was on her show, and he was talking about the mad cow disease. And one of the symptoms produced by mad cow disease is the Alzheimer's. And people don't want to acknowledge, the dairy industry especially, does not want to acknowledge the fact that mad cow disease exists in the world or exists in America. And sometimes it takes 10 years for it to raise its ugly head. But Howard revealed the truth to national TV on Oprah, and Oprah said, "That's the last time I'm going to eat a hamburger." Wow. The dairy industry, the futures plummeted. The beef industry thought that it'd be the last time they could promote beef and sell beef. Well, beef is not all bad. If it didn't have all the antibiotics and growth hormones and that in there, I mean, our Creator granted us permission to eat all moving, living things. And to myself, at that time when I was consuming meat, more than that meant hot dogs and spare ribs, and I was a happy camper. I licked my fingers with Colonel Sanders' fried chicken recipe. But I'll tell you what, the last 12 years I haven't had anything with a face on it past my lips. And I'm very, very energetic, and my mind is clear. And I would say because the toxins that are brought in by meat consumption are out of my body. But let's go to milk, the liquid meat, because Howard Lyman is a friend of a man that has a website, notmilk.com. Write that down, notmilk.com. I would visit that website, spend time on that website, look at the truth that's behind the lies of deception that create the foundation of majority of sickness and disease. Diabetes, for example, blood sugar. Diabetes is not just one disease. It could be as many as 10 diseases all rolled up into one. But let's look at the studies. They fed pasteurized, homogenized milk to calves, and 100% of those calves died. Now, that's pretty phenomenal by itself. 100% of the mammals that the milk is designed to keep the mammal alive died when they drank pasteurized, homogenized milk. Now, this is frightening. But if you look at the lies of marketing with the milk mustache on women and holding her children, and the children are smiling and saying that milk is good, nutritious, and we ought to consume it. Well, there's people that are deceiving us because there's no profit in the health industry. The profit is all in the disease industry, from cancer to diabetes to obesity to heart disease. If we would eliminate sickness and disease through proper nutrition and proper hydration, do you know that the whole economical structure of the world would collapse? Because the whole world is based on America's tradition of sickness and disease because of the profit margin. I don't know about you, but I think there would be a lot better world if we would apply the energy that's put into disease and sickness towards something else that would be more beneficial. I would recommend, again, please go to notmilk.com. Check out Howard Lyman. Check out T. Colin Campbell, who participated in the largest food study in the history of civilization. His book that he wrote, that's a #1 bestseller, is the China Study. I had T. Colin Campbell as my keynote speaker in West Palm Beach to my health expo, and I tell you what, he has more wisdom backed by scientific evidence. The knowledge is backed by scientific evidence, and that knowledge will become wisdom if you would put that into practice. And no one is really talking that much about milk anymore. And I think it was because, or not only milk, the liquid meat, but beef. And the reason being is they don't want to start a war with those industries. But I believe that free speech gives us the right to communicate. But yet we have to speak the truth. We can't slam people. There's ways of getting milk to the market, and it's called raw milk. But the dairy farms, the factory farms, cannot produce a milk that is not contaminated the way that the small farmers were able to do. And if you're going to drink milk, I would recommend goat's milk over cow's milk because of the casein. But I would recommend, if you want to drink something white, why don't you go to rice milk or soy milk or nut milk? I would stay away from soy milk. Soy milk has really been misrepresented to the health industry, and I think soy can be very damaging, especially if you're getting the genetically altered soy from Monsanto seeds. So I would recommend stay away from that. Go to nut butters or rice milk. I for one, I think that if we would stay away from the white, as far as white sugar, white salt, white bread, white flour, we could change our sickness industry and definitely stay away from white milk, pasteurized and homogenized. Educate yourself and educate others, because the symptoms of disease like diabetes used to be adult onset diabetes. Now children, 33 1/3% of children are being born with adult onset diabetes. We need to educate ourselves with the knowledge that surrounds us and put that into practice that will lead us to wisdom that would stop the insanity that's being visited onto our children. Autism used to be 1 in 10,000. Now it's 1 in 67, and it's projected by the year 2012 to be 50% of our children. We need to speak up. Moms and pops for kids. Wouldn't that be a great topic? Moms and pops for kids. Let's stand up for them, because if we don't, they're going to go down the tube in a handbasket, because today's children being born have an opportunity to leave planet Earth 8 to 12 years before their parents. And then if you add the people, the children are going to be suffering from diabetes, or you add the people that are the children are going to be born autistic, and then the baby boomers that are going to leave this planet, because 65 or 85% of the baby boomers are going to reach the age of 65 obese, dead, or dead broke. I think we have to all be called to action to wake up America. Please check out notmilk.com. Please check it out. Your life may depend on it, and the children of the world's life can be improved if we would stand together and acknowledge that we're being sold a rope of sand. And there again, this is John Eagle Freedom, and stay tuned next time. I look forward to visiting with you, and please check my website out. And we've got a blog coming on. It's soon to be opened up, and but I'd like to hear from you. So thank you very much, and happy holidays. Just like what's that cowboy's name? Roy Rogers, and the one with the lunchbox. Jordan. What is that cowboy's name? Oh, Jordan. The new generation does not know the cowboy's name. I know if my wife was here, she'd tell you. Oh, who was the guy? Come on, someone answer that for me. Get back with me. Maybe I had a mind fog. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk to you later.